And we're live, folks. I'm back with a new video. And yeah, I'm going to be on here for a minute. I'm going to be in here for a little while because I got some things to talk about. Because I was gonna leave these two topics separate and I was going to, like, my New Year's resolution, even though I don't do resolutions, is to start staying on live longer. You know how you come up with different ideas and resolutions throughout the year. All right, bet. So today I'm gonna talk about two things. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Before I get into that, I know I'll be all over the place when I'm talking sometimes, but whatever. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling energized. I just dropped a self love guide not guide meditation, a self love guide and a meditation guide. I'm so excited to talk that I'm mixing up my words and it's pretty cold in here. But yeah, with that being said, I just dropped a self love guide and a meditation guide, and now I'm about to talk about New Year's is actually on March 21st. I was going to wait until like March 21st to do this, but why wait when you can educate the people now? And why black businesses are expensive. And these are motivated. Well, I was going to talk about March 21st anyway, since I just broke down the astrological year and the astrological time frame, how you calculate the time through astrology, via how the Earth rotates, axis rotates through all 12 constellations, 25,920 years, or it might be more than that. I think it's between 920 and 950, I think. But yeah, at least almost 26,000 years, the Earth rotates through the 12 zodiac constellations. So with that being said, the new year is actually on March 21st. And I might just have fun with this. I might just add some more stuff. So, like, what I was going to say, March 21st is the exact new year. I think I've said this before. But this is when the sun rises. You cannot bring in a new year if the sun is not rising. You cannot bring in a new year if the sun doesn't rise. So, with that being said, what you would consider Easter, aka the spring equinox, is what you would consider the new year. January 1st is based off of Greco-Roman and Gregorian culture. The January 1st being the new year is based off the Christian calendar. So, with that being said, if you don't believe in the Christian calendar or believe in Christianity, period, the real time is 15,105 going into 15,106. The real year, my bad. 15,105 going into 15,106. So with that being said, when its axis goes into rotation on March 21st, it will be a new year, 15,106. It is only 2020 if you believe that Jesus Christ died for your sins 2,020 years ago. But yeah, in March 21st, being the spring equinox, meaning we're in the winter solstice right now. There's still the winter solstice going on because it's winter. And then it goes into the spring equinox when the sun starts to rise, and then the summer solstice is when the sun starts going down, and when the fall equinox comes, that's when the sun actually falls down, and it goes down through the winter solstice and comes back up during the spring equinox. So yeah. Also, what basically most religions, not even most religions, all religions are based off of is based off astrology and studying the stars. Even if you go to Christianity, Jesus would be considered the sun, and the 12 disciples would be considered the 12 zodiac signs. With also that being said, and how we calculate time is when we rotate the axis. The sun is actually 360 days in a year. According to the ancestors, 360 days in a year. The Gregorian calendar, which was created, what is this? Gregory. His last name is Gregory. The Gregorian calendar added it started off with 10 months. Then they added 2 months. And then they added 5 days somehow. So, and 6 days, according to this year's a leap year anyway. So they added 6 days to the leap year when in actuality it's 360 days. And each season is 3 months. The sun rotates through all zodiac signs in 360 days, and through all seasons, all 4 seasons in 30 days. 30 days for each season, 30 times 12 is 360. And there's 4 seasons, aka, winter, fall, spring, summer. And this is how you calculate, snap. And this is why they have different, my bad. This is why they have different zodiac sign seasons as well. So every 30 days, there's a new season. Starting from Aries, going to Taurus, Cancer, and then, Gemini, Cancer, and then it goes on from there. So this is why, and then this is why this is calculated every 30 days. 30 days, my bad. Yeah, it's 12 seasons according to the zodiac constellations. 12 zodiac constellations and it's 12 seasons. So this is why they say, Aries season, this season, this season. And now, since we're in the age of Pisces, which is the age of believing, age of beliefs and thoughts, we're entering the age of Aquarius within the next 14 years, since the age of Aquarius is in 15,120. 15, because we multiply, Aquarius is 7 signs down from Virgo. This time starts at Virgo. The cycle starts at Virgo. This time is in a cycle. It's not linear. The philosophy of time being linear creates a past, present, and future, which time is not that, which creates an illusion of that we don't have time at all. The ancestors believe that time was in a cycle, and then there's different cycles of life with like birth, infant, child, teenager, adult, and elder, and then death. They're basically all cycles, and it keeps going on. The cycles do not end. They just keep going. They start, end, start, end, start, end, start, end. And this is how basically time goes, because they calculated it in a circle, starting from Virgo going counterclockwise. Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Taurus, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries. My bad if I keep messing up. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say. The spring equinox is from March 21st. That's when the sun completely rises to its highest point. Now, what I really wanted to get into was why black businesses are so expensive. So expensive. This is basic economics. Most people that are starting black businesses do not have the support that other races may have. They may not have the support that other races may have because it's harder for us to get loans. Black people to get loans, and it's easier from other people to get loans from, the banks and stuff. So black people are starting businesses without loans, without a lot of black people are not born into rich families. A lot of black people do not have financial skills, financial literacy. You feel me? To know how to invest their money, to know how to save their money, to know how to, buy stocks, to buy this, to help support and bring in money for their businesses. This is why they're starting off at a disadvantage to other people that can just come in the country and set up businesses in the neighborhoods. I.e., you feel me, fucking Asians. Chinese people, Middle Easterners can come in the hood and just have different businesses. Jewish people can come in and have different, even though they don't do that, have their own separate community and stuff. But they can just come into the hood, start up a business, and make money off of black people. But black people can't get a loan. So black people start off with a disadvantage. Black people not coming from rich families. Black people may not, going through a college system where they had to learn for 4 years and not be even with experience, not be guaranteed a job at all to help support their business financially. So some people don't even go to college at all because they're like, what's the point of being in debt after graduating college because they had to take out loans and all this other stuff. So starting a business with these type of disadvantages is already hard enough, and they had to make ends meet. They had to make money. So one of the reasons why it is so expensive for black businesses to sell products so expensively or at an expensive price is because they had to make money. It costs money to make something simple like a shirt. It costs money. It costs money to make something simple like a hat or a hoodie. It costs money to do things. And black people had to make the ends meet because they're not getting the loans. Black people aren't getting loans. It's a hard time for them to start a business anyway because we don't come from rich families. Hierarchies of money and stuff. And then on top of that, on top of that, people are like, oh, the customer service is bad. People aren't teaching us how to be customer, putting us in environments where love and respect and kindness is so foreign to us. They're putting us in these toxic environments, these fight or flight environments, placing us being the reptilian brain because they made us pay for natural environments that we should naturally have for free. So think of that, all the mental chaos and illness that is in the black community anyway, hasn't been addressed. On top of that, trying to start a business, trying to, make ends meet to support their business. A lot of black business owners have to have jobs or something, because if they rely on their business, they're not going to make that much money because black people don't want to support them anyway. And it's because what inspired this part of the video, the part of the live, is because I shared a post. I shared a quote from Marcus Garvey. And you think black, buy black, and be black. Something along those lines. Everything will work itself out. Some motherfucker shared that shit and said, oh, we don't buy from black businesses because they be taxing. They have to make the money back. And then black people don't want to support it. So I'm about to get into the basic economy. Basic economics, surplus, debt, all that stuff. So if you have a huge want or demand of your services, people will buy it more, meaning you'll be able to make ends meet. But if you don't have a demand for your products, the prices are going to be higher, because nobody's buying it. So you had to up the prices to make the money meet. Once people actually start buying your products and start buying them at a mass quantity, you'll be able to make ends meet, and then you can lower prices. This is basic economy. This is basic economics you can learn. But since black people aren't really supportive of other black people, and then we don't even make up 1% of the economy no more. We went from 40% back before civil rights to less than 1%. Because why? Because black people got content. And after desegregation, after integration, black people got content. You feel me? And with that being said, we gave up all the land that we had. We gave up the 40 acres and a mule. We gave up all this land. And they took it and they held it against us. Now we had to fight. We gave up all the businesses. Now we had to fight in a system that doesn't even want us in, that holds it against us, that makes up all these laws and privileges to other people. Now we have to do this and fight and scrap to make ends meet in this bit, to even start a business and be financially stable. We had to work so hard to become financially stable in this society, this system. You feel me? And yeah, we should learn to buy black, and we should learn to support black businesses no matter the price. People had to make money. People have to sit down and be comfortable in life. You're not going to have no problems if buying from, all these ridiculous stores that don't even care about us, that show you that racist. You feel me? Without most of these racist companies that show they racist are high-end luxury companies, so most black people can't even afford it anyway. And it doesn't even matter if black people stop buying it, because they're not the customers, they're not the consumers. I'm talking about, these local stuff like at the mall. These stores at the mall that would can blatantly go out of business if black people just stop buying from them. You feel me? But y'all so quick, since they have a cheaper price, better customer service that black people aren't taught, because nobody sat down and taught them how to handle all this stuff. We're being upbrought with all this negativity and toxicity in the environments. I'm not making it a whole excuse, but look, for people that do dumb stuff, that go out and be toxic for not no reason, but be toxic anyway and carry on the toxicity. If you've been toxic with the fifth person, it's your fault at that point. You've been toxic to the fifth person. If you haven't learned from your mistakes, then it's your fault. You don't want to learn. You don't want to grow. But, placed in these environments where we have to fend for ourselves, where we had to live off survival and not love, where, we had to pay for basic life necessities because people created money because they didn't have value in their communities. They had nothing of value. Black people, in Africa, we had, gold and stuff. Gold, money was backed by gold. Currency was backed by gold, all of this. And then people came up with this paper money system and held it against us. And now all this value, and we had to buy all this. We had to buy basic necessities such as food, such as clothing, such as shelter. Now look, now we had to fight. Since so much value, we had to fight for all of this stuff. And we're put in these predicaments where we have to survive. Because, because it's all about the money and everything. We could be living off free air, free energy. We could be living off the energy, just find a water current, we create electricity. But nope, we have to make money in this society, this capital, because of capitalism. We can blame it all on capitalism. But with that being said, it may not, I'm not telling you, I'm not forced, like you should force yourself to support black business or anything. I'm not trying to say like, oh, you had to deal with people that are rude to you, but at least be considerate. Or you had to buy expensive stuff if that's not in your budget. Y'all blow all this money. Y'all literally y'all got it like that. Y'all blow all this money. $600 worth of designer bags and shit, designer purses, designer belts. Y'all spend all this goddamn money, but y'all gonna pay $15 for a shirt? Are you serious? That puts money into your community? Are you serious? It was this quote that this is how Jews literally see black people, as liquid money, because they can put anything in the black community and black people will buy that shit and not support their own. Like, it's 2020 according to the Gregorian calendar. It's 2020. When black people still have to struggle with their own people. Had to struggle and allow their people, and had to sit back and watch their people watch them struggle. What? It's 2020. What? Oh my gosh. Woo! I came in with so much. I was so excited. I'm not frustrated or nothing, but it's just crazy what type of world we're living, how ass backwards shit is right now. Like how, motherfuckers went from having empires and having so much luxury that now they can't even get anything from their own people. What? And I'm not saying this ain't an attack to all black people. This is not an attack to all black people. You feel me? But when is enough going to be enough? Like, hey, how about, let's support someone that looks like us. How hard is that? Like, hey, man, like, damn, I done blew all this money. I done blew all this money on people that don't care about me or my people. I done blew all this. I done spent like thousands of dollars on this shit. Shit, let me give $10 to this black guy. You feel me? That's basically what I did. I did this at the mall once. I spent all this money and everything. And then I was like, all right. This guy was selling cologne. I bought it. But yeah, I'm about to cut this live. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Hope you guys learned something. And yeah, I love you guys. I'm out. Peace.